Sonic.
You can take Sonic. Okay, sure, you can take Sonic. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Deku. Actually, I'm gonna take
Okay, that's overkill.
actually no,
That's
actually
overkill.
I'm gonna
Come on,
take.
we know Sonic destroys Deku.
Alright, bro.
No, I'm
He's
taking
gonna use
Deku.
the
I'm gonna
embodiment of victory argument. Come on, dude.
I'm taking
Nah,
Deku.
that's,
I'm taking
nah,
Deku.
that's fine. No, that's fine. Alright, cool. Anyways.
Not fair, bro. That's not fair. Come on, dude.
Oh
Yeah,
man, come on, man.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Sonic
Hey
destroys
Saber,
Deku, bro.
Hey Saber, can
Everyone
you
in My
pick
Hero Academia ain't standing a damn chance.
my character right quick, Saber? Pick any character. It can be any character, bro. It can be the most weakest character ever you know. Saber, pick my character.
Superman.
No, I don't want to use Superman. You know
Okay,
I
that's
hate
a
him.
fair fight.
No, I'm not going to use him. That's the only
Use
character I'm
me.
going to use.
Cobson.
I'm Hulk. I'm Hulk.
Use Cobson then.
Oh no.
You said what? I'm not
Use
using. I'm not
Cobson.
using. I hate that fucking character.
Yeah, use Cobson, bro.
Just
Use
use a
Cobson.
Hulk.
No,
Hulk.
You'll win the debate if you use Cobson.
no, Compton is so
You'll
fucking
win the
ass. Hey, bro,
you'll
pick
win
a
the
character,
debate.
bro. Pick like a
The one
mean,
that
pick like a
you
weak character.
you
Like
don't
pick a
use Cobson.
character. I want you to pick a character that's weak, bro, so I can beat this nigga with that character. Like it gotta make me. It gotta entertain me.
Bro, you forgot I was a moderator, so you can't really serve me because I can literally unserve me myself.
Oh, let me just pick the character.
Fuck, EDK, The Darkest Night.
Character too strong.
All right, you want me to choose your character for you?
I'm gonna actually use. I'm gonna try a character I ain't used in a long time.
I
I'm gonna
have to go to
use.
bed now. I have to go to bed now. See ya.
See y'all later. I'm gonna use Rimuru.
Okay, good night.
Overkill again, bro.
Yeah, I feel
He
like
left the
Rimuru.
VC. Where'd he go? He left the VC.
I feel like Rimuru slams Pump Fiction, bro. I feel like
Rimuro
Rimuru
was
slams.
OP. Rimuro was OP. I used to main Rimuro, but like,
Bro, do you want me to do Dora the Explorer? You really want me to use an argument that proved that Dora the Explorer, Dora the Explorer have fourth wall break, and that she can have any ability she want to have? You want me to prove that Dora the Explorer
Do
has narrative
Anos.
manipulation? Bro, now you okay? I know. Yeah, Dora nags fiction, bro. Any character I want to nags fiction, and no one can do anything about it.
Do base Spider-Man.
Base Spider-Man? Oh no, that's overkill, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Use Rick Sanchez.
Odin, you ready? I'm gonna use Wimmeru.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm making inferences.
Not
Bro,
much.
I will use a random character. But I'm gonna use Wimmeru.
Copy the link and
Yeah, what happened to Demar's original name?
All right, I'm gonna get off. I'll see the debate in the morning, guys.
Hey, cop. This nigga
All right, see
Wimmeru.
ya.
This nigga. But you know, my buddy Odin is ducking me on Wimmeru versus Sonic.
what is that?
He ain't trying to debate. Nigga ducking.
He ain't ducking, bro.
He's ducking. The
Okay,
collector, shut up, you'll win him off on you.
Bro, you call that ducking, bro?
Yeah, he's ducking.
Bro, this is ducking. This is ducking. All right, I'm gonna explain ducking. All right, say something. Say something, and I'm gonna start spamming random ass
Bro,
emojis.
come on.
shut the fuck up. Okay. I don't do that shit. I don't do these people.
Bro, I'm gonna spam the clown
Bro,
emoji.
oh my god, that mic is so fucking ass, bro.
See, this is ducking.
Oh,
This is ducking. See, what I'm doing right now is ducking.
let me cut what's in it though. All right, Odin, you ready? Odin, you ready?
And what the fuck was that?
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Who did-
I'm ready.
Anyways, I'll just yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're already accepting on that. Anyways, like I was saying and doing, Right. So first off, here's my inference rule. One, check general, right? Check general. As you can see, cyberspace is allowed to find force or
We
logical
ain't even
disparities
state. We
manifest.
ain't even
Oh,
state.
chill, 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 chill. Give me a
We
second.
ain't
Give me a
even
second. Give me
state
a
our
second.
purposes
Chill,
yet. We
chill.
ain't even state our purposes yet. We ain't even state
Right.
our
Oh,
purposes yet.
you
You're
just
trying to
premises.
argue.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
I'll
so
just take the
crazy.
stance that my character doesn't lose. That's fine.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna just take a standard period by character win via outscaling in or out has an in or out speed, only to prove one of these two my premise or for my premise to
Yeah.
be
Okay.
true.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
go and
That's
scale.
entirely fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I already
Okay,
put
sure.
the inferences there. Anyways, so as I said, the principles of cyberspace, as it says, there is a lot of forceful logical disparities manifesting
Prove
from
this
ground truth,
setting
laws of
reliable to
causality.
buy.
Whoa, whoa, chill, 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 chill. I'm still going on my shit. There's no need to
Okay,
interrupt
sure.
me and
That's
shit,
fine.
right? So first off, it goes down to the bottom of causality, which entails cyberspace is operating on another logical systems and higher logical systems. So premise two shows that Sage is virtually omniscient as her codes are a part of cyberspace. And P3, Sonic absorbs cyber corruption, which entails he is having the power of cyberspace, which is manifesting to different logical disparities, which then proves that if he's being one with cyberspace, then this would entail necessarily that he is not subject to cause and effect, which is logical necessity.
So you want to say he's not subject
Anyways, yeah.
to
Oh
cause,
yeah. Oh yeah. By the way. Oh yeah. By the way. Oh yeah. By the way. Oh chill.
but you
Chill. Chill.
said,
Chill.
but you
Chill.
just said,
Chill.
hold on. You just say he's not subject to cause and effect, but you just stated, but you lose your. Let me go and say how you. Are you trying to argue that cyberspace itself can't be subjected to cause and effect, so therefore granting Sonic the ability to not be subjected by cause and effect?
Wait. Can you like
That's your
give
argument.
specific terms on that?
Are you arguing that cyberspace itself have the ability to not be affected by cause and effect? Therefore, since Sonic absorbed that said thing, it will be granting Sonic the ability to not be affected by cause and effect. Or is that your argument?
Not necessarily. I think there's a distinction between cyber corruption, but I guess there could be like subject to cause and effect. I guess. Maybe except for like the set logical systems, but the main like physical
So
structure of cyberspace.
so
Oh, chill, 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 chill. I'm talking about like the
you
physical
can whoa
setting,
whoa
logical
chill
structures
chill,
of
but you're not
cyberspace
heavily getting
can
my
be
argument,
causing.
bro. So in the head,
Okay.
so like I said, I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm gonna ask you this question. So I'm gonna ask you this question: how is Sonic getting the ability to not be affected by cause and effect? That's my question.
It's not necessarily the ability; it's necessarily his state of being in here. It's not the ability.
Okay, so how is this state of being not been how is he getting the ability of his state of being not being affected by cause and effect? Even if he tries to use state of being, it's still an ability that state of being would definitely have. So like, just the way you're arguing, it's not an ability, it's not a state of being that he always had. So it's something that he just had been granted within your set argument, right? So you will have to. So my question is, how is he being granted this set thing of not being affected by cause and effect?
Okay, so if you read the inference, once again, it shows cyberspace is not defined force, and in one of the scans, it goes down to the bottom causality. As you can see, Sage is virtually omniscient, and due to cyber corruption, this basically means, according to the calculations, he'll be transcending causality within cyberspace because he's manifesting the power of that said thing. So that already indicates that he is going off cause and effect, and he's beyond.
So he's beyond cause and effect because he absorbs cyberspace. It's basically your argument. I don't know why you're trying to make it so confusing.
Yeah, that's basically my argument. That's entirely fine.
Okay, sure.
I
So
think
therefore, yeah. So if he getting that set ability, if he getting that set ability because he absorbed this set thing, then it would therefore be logical for you to sit right here and say that this set thing itself would therefore can't be affected by cause and effect or transcend causality himself because you can't for something you absorb if that thing itself never had that ability in the first place. So you're stating that he getting all this stuff from absorbing cyberspace, so therefore you would have to grant that cyberspace itself had the ability to
Wait, 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 hold
had
on,
to
my bad, my bad, my bad, my
to
bad, my bad.
transcend
I think I
causality.
put it. Wait, 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 hold on, chill, chill. I think I put it in the wrong terms. It's not
Okay,
necessarily him absorbing. Like it got like hold on, hold on. So
got
within the
corrupt.
storyline, like the cyber energy corrupted him. Basically, that's about it. It's not necessarily
Okay,
absorbing it. He did like I think convert it to like positive energy at the
so
front storyline of the game. But yeah, that's about it.
so he got possessed. So basically, got possessed by cyberspace, by cyberspace.
No, 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 not possessed. Like just corrupted by the energy and
If he
stuff.
got corrupted by his energy, then therefore he would die. Therefore he got possessed. He got possessed by it.
All right, you want
Do
you
you know the
yeah, okay,
definition of
cool. You
possessed?
can just yeah, okay, cool. You can just say that, but that already
Okay,
got
sure.
converted
So
in
he
his
so
favor.
he still so yeah, they still don't disprove my argument that he getting this ability from cyberspace itself.
Yeah. Okay. So wait, hold on. So what's
Okay.
are you saying like
Okay,
it's
so my argument is
contradictory
this. You
that
so my argument no, yeah, it's a country. Let me go and tell you why. You just said Cyber Suisse is transcend. You try to argue. Let me go and tell you your argument, even though you didn't like say it, just now, what you argue makes sense. If you're gonna sit right here and try to argue, if you're gonna sit right here and try to argue, well, you have to sit right here and also logically inherently agree that Cyber Suisse itself would therefore have to trust in this causality, therefore not being subjugated or being able to be affected by cause and effect. But the fact that cyberspace was able to get controlled by Sonic, even though it corrupted Sonic, always in in a way state that there was a set event occurred, and that set event in it and in that set event that inherently occurred, there was an effect that occurred. That effect being cyberspace corrupted Sonic and Sonic being able to control that set thing. If cyberspace itself would not inherently be able to be subjugated, would it be able to affect that set thing? When it's able to affect the set thing, aka being able to take control, be able to take control of the power and use it for itself, which wasn't inherently in your argument. It was already entailed that the set thing inherently can be affected, it can be taken control of. So therefore, it would just be contrary to say that it transcends causality. Therefore, he wouldn't
okay.
be inherently
So
granted a
okay. So
set
first off,
ability. A set
there's
ability is going
trivialistic
to be
contradict. Okay. Wait, wait, wait. Okay.
contrary to
So I'm gonna go
ability.
off of my refutation now. Anyways, yeah. So the
Okay,
premise
sure.
one of the inference already states that there is not is is a law defined for a keyword law defined with logical disparities. So there's disparities and there's distinctions between logic. As you can see, there's higher logic systems going into it just by the statement of tails with the sense of law defined forces. There's law defined forces that entail a metaphysical possibility, which already proves that since there's higher logical formats, not only would there be metaphysical possibilities that would already entail pair consistency exists, right? So for summary, basically, in the principles, we already know like metaphysical possibilities exist outside of the mind, which makes some activity possible. For example, a logical possibility. But on the other hand, it would be the conception in the human mind of something that does not imply a contradiction, but does not have a real existence outside of the mind. So this is the same thing, right? For example, it would be contradictory for cyberspace to go through cause and effect if cyberspace, if Sonic absorbs cyber corruption, and if he converts it within his performance and goes through metaphysical possibilities and pair consistency. If you want pair consistency does not apply to anything trivialistic. If there is already a conjunction between logical systems going within pair consistency and there's a seeming paradox or contradiction in the inference and statement, then that already concludes that that is already coherent enough within this said logical system, even though it's not necessarily consistent that how something can go through change, even though it is not subject to cause and effect. It would still be a metaphysical possibility, which is just somewhere where a world could have been otherwise, right? So do you have any refutation to that?
So when you say a world could be otherwise, that's already appealing to possible worlds right there. Second of all, your argument don't debunk it. Your argument go on a whole system. Your argument go on a whole rant on how there's other logical disparity, but in its logical disparity, it doesn't inherently debunk anything. Your argument doesn't inherently debunk my argument because my argument still entails that if this that logical system that you try to inherently appeal to transcend causality. Causality is part of it's a part of the law system. So I don't see how in the first place you can have multiple law systems, but also transcend that set law at the same time. If you have these set law system with inside of you, therefore making you bound by the set law system with the way you're speaking on it, I don't understand how you can be bound something also transcend it. So you already dig a deeper hole for yourself by stating that the set thing transcends the set logical system, but it's also bound by the set logical system where how the service space works. So therefore, there's another country here. Again, and you still didn't debunk the original contradictory. You were on the whole round how there's more logical system. That's not the argument that I'm trying to go based off on. That's not the argument I argue. The argument that I argue is that Sonic shouldn't be able to use this set thing as his power or have any effect on this that thing. But he do have an effect on this that thing. You can't argue something transcend. You can't argue something transcend causality. So therefore, it wouldn't be about cause and effect. But then, yet, stay an event where that said thing itself is being affected, or else there would just be a self-contradictory statement. So no, he wouldn't have this said ability because this said ability would therefore contradict his being as a whole, therefore contradict cyberspace itself. And since the law contradictory, since the law contradictory states that two claims cannot both be true, it would therefore dismiss both claims, therefore making your whole argument invalid. Therefore, you can't really argue this point no more. And if you try to push back on this point, because I gave you a chance to debunk it, so if you try to push back on this point, I'm just gonna call multiple backtrackings, so we can just proceed. He don't have the ability no more. You couldn't handle give an argument to justify why he have disability. You have been debunked it, and then when I gave you a chance to re-debunk yourself, you didn't re-debunk it. You want a whole rant about other logical system, which I don't really care about because there's no point to this case. So we can move on now.
And maybe you're talking about no, I never said that I was writing about other logical systems, nor have I said that it was
I don't have
bounded
to say
by
something to you
cyberspace.
that's
Whoa, whoa,
an
chill, chill, chill,
accent.
chill, 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 chill. All right, so I never
Okay, sure.
said that cyberspace was biased other logical systems. I said that necessarily this would entail pair consistency, because if it's a law defined force, it would already entail that there metaphysical possibilities. Again, if you want my definition for what's a metaphysical possibility, again, it makes some activity that are principles that exist outside, but it's a
The
conception outside
metaphysical
the mind, which
possibility
does not.
exists.
Oh, whoa, chill, 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 chill. Okay, it. Okay, so conceptions of a metaphysical possibility is principle that exists outside of the mind, which makes some activity possible. But the conception of this is within the human mind, that does not apply a contradiction, but does not have a real existence outside of mind in itself. Right? That would entail once again a metaphysical possibility, and that's not trivialistic at all. And one way of thinking about this said possibility is basically just a way where a metaphysical possibility can be seen to be like paradoxical and seem to be contradictory, but not necessarily having trivialistic or intrinsic terms. It most is not ranked because pair consistency is already entailed through it, because pair consistency by definition is coherence being possible consistency. Right now we know within this that if cyberspace is a law defying force with logical disparities in this case manifesting going on causality, then this would entail to be possible about consistency within cyberspace holds a system of consistency throughout it, not just some logical systems. As you can see, this would already entail this within cyberspace, because again, it's not seen, it's not trivialistic within these terms, because there's no actual intrinsic property of it being
I don't think he
trivialistic,
means
and there's no
that's what he
deductive
means.
property of it actually being trivialistic at all. But the thing is that it's still
I don't know what
coherent.
tribalistic
Oh, chill,
means
chill,
because
chill, chill,
he
chill,
used
chill,
it the
chill, chill,
wrong way.
chill, 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 chill. Hold on,
Oh
hold on,
my
wait, wait, wait,
god.
wait. Wait, hold on. You're not being coherent. Okay, and that's not rhetorical to just interrupt me while I'm making the inference.
How are you gonna say I'm
Anyways,
not being
once
coherent if I
again,
just say you
whoa,
don't
whoa,
know what
chill, chill, chill,
tribalistic
chill, chill,
means?
chill, chill. So once again, pair consistency is the idea that coherence will be possible without consistency. All right, now it's pretty simple to understand within the inference. Now the reason why this would entail through metaphysical possibilities is because metaphysical possibilities would be an intrinsic principle that basically said some activity outside of logically possible worlds can exist, but does not have real existence outside of the mind, right? So it doesn't entail a contradiction. This would entail that it's still coherent, even without consistency. Now, it's coherent because of the said metaphysical possibility existing. It's not
Wow.
consistent, but this coherency does not like exist without consistency, because consistency in this case, or the inconsistency in this case, would be cyberspace going through cause and effect due. Cyberspace going through cause and effect, even though it's already stated definition that cyberspace should not be going through cause and effect because it is not subject to cause and effect. So again, once again, this is just a metaphysical change, a
So
metaphysical
Thursdays,
possibility
I'm
upon
going to
the
cover.
entire argument.
Listen up.
Once again, you were going by a logical possible term. I'm going by a metaphysical possible term, which doesn't follow on the same frame. Once again, so if you're just
This
gonna repeat the same argument, then we can just move on to conclusion. That's entirely fine. You can give
meta,
your refutation.
this guy. Okay, so first of all, it's going. Okay, bro. I'm not gonna stay how you fucking done. First of all, you said you going by metaphysical politics. I'm going by logical. I'm going by logical. Metaphysical itself is literally a logical fucking term in the first place. There's no separation between what is metaphysical. There's no separation between metaphysical and logical. Because metaphysical would therefore a subcategory of what logical actually is. So when you mention the word metaphysical, still talking about logic in a general sense. So I don't know what it is. Second of all, you're missing the word tribalistic. I don't think you know what tribalistic actually is. By the way, the word tribalistic don't heavily exist nowhere in the dictionary. I don't think you know what the fuck you're talking about. Second of all, you then made an argument saying, well, we already know that surface cannot go into cause and effect because we know that it's not subject to this thing. But yet you sit right here just stated a state event where it actually went into cause and effect because it was just a cause that said cause and corrupt that said cause that was actually in a that said cause and that said event. It corrupted Sonic. To say the fact that happened, Sonic took control of the power, so therefore Sonic can use the power as his own. There was a cause and effect there, which the set thing you're saying that can't be bound by cause and effect, or can't be subjugated by cause and effect, or can't be affected by cause and effect. No matter how you want to put it, we're still in a set event we're still in a set event where we get evidence that cause and effect that cause and effect still affected the set thing. So I don't give a fuck about your argument. Second of all, also we can't pull to Saber judge. We'll just let Saber judge, bro. Cause after this, bro, we can just go on for conclusion. Thirdly, bro, again, like I said, you said that well, I didn't say it was bound by this. I never said that you said it was bound by this. I'm saying that's what your argument is. That what your arguments are heading to. You don't have to state something physically in order for the set thing, in order for the set thing to be drawn by a conclusion, bro. So that's just dumbfounded. Thirdly, bro, I'm gonna debunk your argument with one thing right quick. You ready? You finna lose to one thing, bro. You finna lose to one fucking thing, bro. I'm dead ass. I ain't even finna try. I ain't even trying no more, bro. Like you just fucking sucks. You're a type of you say you just suck. The definition of metaphysical possibility is a way of thinking about what could be true or could have been the case in a broader sense. So when you keep on appealing to metaphysical possibility, it's the assertion about thinking about what could be true or could have been the case and a broader sense, not necessarily the case, right? Which I'm pretty sure that was trying to fucking argue. I don't fucking know and I don't fucking care about it. But to finish this whole argument off, because I'm fucking sleepy, nigga. Because I'm fucking sleepy, alright? When you go based off the argument that well, when you go based off the argument that this that thing isn't affected by cause and effect, but then you literally state word for word a whole event that therefore gives us evidence by your own statements, bro, that make this set thing affected by cause and effect, such as Sonic taking control of this set thing as power for his own, such as the cause that this set thing corrupted Sonic, which is literally a cause and effect event right there. You therefore then already contradicted yourself arguments, so therefore all these other rants and other arguments you given will be contradicted as a whole. So you just keep repeating the fucking same argument. Don't debunk my argument at all. You're repeating the same argument that I already debunked. Doesn't really give you evidence to justify your point. What I asked you, and the burden of proof that I asked you, is can you justify on how this set thing isn't a contradictory? Instead of you justifying this set thing isn't a contradictory, you repeated your shit 3 fucking times on a whole fucking rant that don't inherently have anything to do with anything. You just want to repeat it. So like I'm not even gonna debunk this shit. I'm just gonna hit you with a fucking what should I hit you with? Like what type of fallacy should I hit you with? I'm gonna hit you with a relevant facts fallacy. I forgot the term for it, but I know the other term for it called a relevant facts. Where a person state a relevant facts that have nothing to do with the case instead of going based off facts that have everything to do with the case we on. The second relevant facts you went on is your whole rant. The fact that you didn't win on is you not justifying on how the setting is in a contradictory. Say, but can you go ahead and give your fucking judgment? I don't really care if you get the bullet or not. I'm just for the one shot you, and I'm really sleepy and bored right now, and you fucking suck. So there's no reason for me to try against you.
Anyway, so since this week I want to keep talking and shit, I'm just gonna like go over and
Yeah,
contradict
but
this
can you
entire point.
judge?
And first off, no, wait, shut up, bitch. Anyways, so like I was saying, after this we can just go on to conclusions. I don't care what refutation you give, but first off,
Sure, you
what's
for the loot.
retarded and since you didn't give an actual argumentation to contradict my point, you just repeated your entire self. I'm gonna give you a justification, or I'm just gonna educate you on what is logic and metaphysics and what is the differences between a logical possibility and a metaphysical possibility. So, for example, yeah, we know logic, right? It helps us understand, logical things, right? It helps us evaluate arguments, how construct valid and sound arguments, and other shits, right? But metaphysics, on the other hand, yeah, while true, logic and metaphysics are coincided but they're not entirely the same thing, right? So metaphysics, on the other hand, would just be the branch of philosophy that deals with questions about nature of reality. As we know, that's literally the main definition of what metaphysics is. For example, nature of existence, causality, time and space, the relationship between mind and matter and stuff, right? Now, this would already put a distinction between a logical possibility and a metaphysical possibility. A metaphysical possibility is a really existing in the intrinsic property that people, or intrinsic principles that exist outside of our mind, making some activity possible. I repeated this shit like 3 times by now. I think this is the third time. Logical possibilities, on the other hand, is exception in a human mind of something that does not imply a contradiction, does not have a real existence outside the mind. Now, once again, you might say, this is coinciding with a metaphysical possibility. But once again, there is a different term and different context for this. When I say there's no trivialistic term within a metaphysical possibility, I'm saying what seems contradictory about a said claim that seems to be logically contradictory and entirely contradictory and false would necessarily be looking as a paradox, right? But it doesn't have any trivialistic properties in this case if you put it into a metaphysical sense. Now, once again, there's a modal scope between this, right? So the main modal scope between a metaphysical possibility and a logical possibility, if we go logical possibility, there are 2 conditions or 3 conditions, right? So for example, condition A appears to be tautological and therefore true. Therefore, condition B is thinking about fact. So about something which makes it subject to A. So B needs to be subject to A in order for something to appear tautologically about this said modal scope. That is the difference between the narrow scope all the way up to the wide scope between this said thing. But condition A necessarily, when you put it into the context of pair consistency, by the way, which you never debunk because you're a fucking retard and never actually debunked pair consistency, only just went over a rant on saying, metaphysics and logic are coincided and they don't have no distinctions. Anyways, like I was saying before, one, condition A in a metaphysical possibility is a modal scope, because condition A in this case, since it's coincided with pair consistency, would necessarily be coherent and the truth about this thing, right? So the modal scope between a metaphysical possibility and a logical possibility is not just distinct because of their meanings, but the modal scope itself, right? So the condition A would entirely be coherent, right, upon the said inference and argument, right? Therefore, this basically means that condition B upon this modal scope would not necessarily be pair consistency, because I know you're about to say condition B is going to be pair consistency, which is not, by the way, because you're a fucking retard. You're one of those niggas who think 2 plus 2 is a thing on their ass modal logic. Anyways, once again, condition B would necessarily be the incoherent part. So, for example, within the modal scope of the inference, condition B, right, the incoherent part, cyberspace is not subject to change, and therefore, like it already goes through cause and effect via sonic absorbing the corruption and shit, whatever. But condition A already goes through the metaphysical possibility and already applies to pair consistency in this sense. I don't know why I have to keep repeating this shit. All right, my nigga, like it's so easy to understand. Like I don't know, like what's so hard about it, my nigga. You just went on an entire rant about how there's no differences and how one metaphysical possibility can only be determined in one possible world. But no, that's not exactly what I'm saying. You're fucking dumb, my nigga, right? And once again, I'm appealing to a logical contradiction because my entire argument is why, in the metaphysical sense, it doesn't have any trivialistic properties. I don't know if you know what trivialistic is, but trivialistic is something that is seen to be logically contradictory, or not just seem to be logically contradictory, but a property of being entirely absurd, right? Now, anyways,
Can you
like
give
this
us
is
the
literally the
definition
whole
of
thing.
true?
Whoa, chill, chill, chill. Wait, chill, chill, chill. Anyways, like, this is the main summary and like basic summary of like my entire argument. Granted, my entire argument didn't even debunk the main thing, but
Okay,
just
holy
going
yeah.
by. Anyways, yeah, like this is like this. It's like
Saber,
this
can
is
you
most
give
of the
Saber, can
comments.
you just give your
Yeah,
verdict? He
okay,
don't know
go,
how
go,
he
go.
lost. Just let this nigga be a dumbass. In MTF leader, you're such a dumbass and you don't know how to debate.
Yeah,
Saber,
yeah,
can you
yeah,
give your
yeah, yeah,
verdict?
yeah. Cool,
If
cool.
only, if
Yeah,
only,
please
if
keep
only
keep
he
telling me this
know,
again,
if
man.
only
You
he
fucking suck,
know,
my nigga.
if only he know, there's only one. If
Anyways, hold
only
on.
this dumbass nigga who
Yeah,
left
okay,
it know,
wait.
there's only
Wait.
one important
We
point
can
out of that whole
chill,
thing,
chill,
and
chill,
that's
chill.
the
We
point
can
of
stop
whether
beefing for it.
Sonic is affected by cause and effect or not. I don't give a fuck about possible worlds. I don't give a fuck about the possibility or argument, dumbass nigga. You did everything but prove on how that said ability isn't a contradictory. But it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. You're about to take this L. Hey, Saber, can you give your verdict right quick? If you online, bro. Like, I'm not for that. This nigga ass, bro. Oh,
Nigga,
Lord.
bro. Nigga still saying that. Anyways, yeah. Wait, how do I bring back the power recording?
Gay
Sir?
faggot. You such ass.
Gary faggot. Nigga still said about saying that shit. Anyways, hold on. Can someone like send the recording and shit?
Didn't